Connection 2, Connection 3. Hey, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 7 o'clock hour on July 9th in the Big 2-6. It's Thursday. We are so close to the delicious weekend, you guys. I'm James with the Hat and Beard Show. You're an attentive audience tonight. We'll be talking, look, guys, I feel like it's a broken record right now, but if you know, you know. It's the off season. It's going to be up. We're going to kind of rapid fire through these just very vanilla stories. Guys, there's not much. There is like nothing nationally to talk about that is of any relevance. I could talk about the player top 100 breakdown. We're not interested in that, are we? That's fluff. That's if we get desperate next week. You know what I'm saying, guys? But the beautiful thing about it being Thursday is, of course, we're one day closer to the weekend. The weekend means we're 1 week closer to training camp, which then means football is right around the corner. Guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel with that notification bell turned on, because once things kind of take off around here, they're going to be taking off, and you want to be in on the ground floor of it. I know you do. Share this video around with all of your friends. We're going to be talking a little bit of Lions, Packers, rumors around Yahoo Sports. Not very impressive rumors, Yahoo Sports. We'll take a little looky-loo. Then we're going to talk just 313 news, dude. We're going to talk 3 most likely Detroit Lions rookies that could impact in the Big 2-6, again from Yahoo Sports. And then we'll see a familiar face. We'll kick it on over to the pod, Pride of Detroit. Alim McNeill shut out from top 10 defensive tackle votes by NFL execs and coaches. I would like to feel a certain way about it, but then I got to put my business hat on. We'll discuss. We'll see. We'll take your chats, guys. We'll see what you guys have to say about these articles and more. Make sure that if you want to engage with Mad Hatter Nation, the bastion of sanity, in a sea of nonsense over on the internet.com at YouTube, it's going to cost you a little subscription. Just going to subscribe to the channel, dude. That's what it's going to cost, but it's totally worth it. You get an infinite ROI. Shout out to all the people over on Rumble and Kick. Guys, we're going to hand it off to Jocko, and then we're going to get into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got to get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Man, is it super choppy for you guys? Is there some lickety lag going on over there? We might be having some tech issues on my end, guys. Hopefully it clears up. I mean, it's all that traffic. Comment down below. Did you get a football on the like button? Did you get a football on the like button? I actually emailed YouTube about it yesterday. You can email the help questions, and I was like, WTF, mate? You know what I'm saying? And hey, maybe it worked. Maybe it worked. Did you guys get a football when you hit the like button? Let me know. We'll see if it worked. Make sure that you have that notification bell turned on, guys, because tomorrow. Guys, let's put a poll up for you guys here. Sorry if you were hoping to get a real, very professional show. Let's go, happy hour watch party. Should we do Tub Frog, Brett Coleman, or, maybe a Flemlow? Yeah, that sounds like a good few options. All right, here we go. Should have put this in earlier. Y'all, I'm just like, this week, dude. Has this week been weird for you guys too? It's just like, it's not like a bad week. It's just a weird week, dude. Just like tiring, you know. Just can't keep up, dude. Can't keep up. Need some of that 80s juice. You know what I'm saying? What was his name? Flemlow. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. All right, here you go. Here's a poll for you guys. Let me know. Let the community decide. You have a football? Hell yeah, Mom. That's what's up. Good evening, MHN. Let's go Lions. Training camp coming soon. Hell yeah, it is, Mom. And then we'll have something to talk about, dude. We'll have something to talk about. I want to say the training camp starts in like less than 3 weeks, dude. So we'll see. Comment down or hit the poll over here, guys. So our national news segment that we're gonna only because it has Lions and Packers. There's not much to talk about. The Lions and Packers are linked to Jadeveon Clowney ahead of training camp. I'm just gonna say, are we? Okay, look, nothing. Oh, Diarrhea Shawarma is the writer. So Diarrhea Shawarma. Just gonna give you dude, I cover the Lions every single day. Okay. Monday through Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here at YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. You guys know me, hat and beard, right? Fellas, have we seen any indicator that Jadeveon Clowney will be coming to the Detroit Lions? Have you guys seen any actual scuttlebutt? This feels like a fluff piece, dude. The Lions and Packers are linked to Jadeveon Clowney. Originally appeared on the Sporting News. The Lions and Packers both share a need ahead of training camp, and that is edge rusher. Of course, the Lions, we've always been waiting for someone to come and play second fiddle to Aiden Hutchinson, right? That's the big want. And, of course, the Packers are without Micah Parsons due to the injury, right? We do have those guys in-house here in Detroit, at least. I don't give a shit about the Packers. We have them in-house. You would know that Diarrhea Shawarma of the Sporting News, but Detroit lost dynamic. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ha. Oh. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Well, guys, we lost dynamic pass rusher Al-Qadim Muhammad to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in free agency and replaced him by signing DJ Wonnum. Not dynamic pass rusher, not run-stuffing defender, not plays more snaps in 6 weeks than Al-Qadim Muhammad played in a whole season. DJ Wonnum selecting Derek Moore out of Michigan in round 2. Muhammad tallied 11 sacks in 2025, and the Lions formed a formidable duo with Aiden Hutchinson. Really? Statistically, Al-Qadim Muhammad was never on the field. When he was there, yes, he could get to the quarterback, but he's on the wrong side of Father Time. But yeah, sure, we lost the dynamic pass rusher. Wonnum is a solid rotational piece. No, he's the starter and a 60% snap guy. And Moore also possesses a ton of promise. Let's not forget about Peyton Turner. We just talked about him yesterday, boys. Let's go. However, it would still be wise for Detroit to add another piece to the edge rusher room and try to make up for the production lost with Muhammad's departure. Oh, thank you, Diarrhea Shawarma. I'm glad that you have so much knowledge about how to what the Lions need to be doing, because you're like a beat writer for the Lions, right? You're up there with like Tim 20-Man, dude, and fucking the Slipper over there at A to Z Sports. I see your articles all the time talking. Yeah. As for Green Bay, Jonathan Gannon's defense lacks proven production at edge rusher outside of Micah Parsons, who isn't expected to return from injury until mid-October. Lucas Van Ness, Baron Sorrell, and rookie Danny Denise Sutton will look to pick up the slack with Parsons out. But it's clear that the Packers need to invest in another pass rusher who can immediately step in and generate consistent pressure until Parsons is back in the lineup. Detroit and Green Bay cannot ignore their pass rushing needs for much longer, and lucky for them, the free agent market is still filled with solutions. This is just nonsense. The Lions and Packers linked to Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney has remained unsigned after spending the 2025 season with the Dallas Cowgirls. And Pro Football Network's Cameron Sheath lists the Lions and Packers as possible landing spots for the former number 1 overall pick. Okay, so because a writer for Pro Football Network said that the Lions and Packers are a possible landing spot. You go and write an article that says that the Lions and Packers are linked to Jadeveon Clowney. Wow. That is quite a link. That is a reach, dude. I'm just going to say that is a bit. That is, how's this, dude? How's this? If, what was it, Kevin Dyson in the Titans and Rams Super Bowl reached like this, he probably would have crossed the goal line and the Titans would have won the Super Bowl. You are reaching, my guy. Diarrhea shawarma. Oh, come on now. You got to do better than that. Clowney quietly had a productive campaign for the Cowgirls last year, posting 8.5 sacks and 40 quarterback pressures in a rotational piece. I'm concerned about your term of rotational piece. The 33-year-old may not be as explosive as he once was, but Clowney can still be a viable starting pass rusher. However, the South Carolina product is best suited for a rotational piece at this stage of his career, so he can be kept fresh throughout the season and focus solely on rushing the passer. Sounds like you need to get a Ziploc bag for him. Keep your Jadeveon Clowney fresh. Oh, you know what we need? Whoever, I figured it out, dude. We figured it out, dude. The reason Jadeveon Clowney hasn't been signed by anybody is because he's so old and has to be kept fresh that whatever team goes after him in his contract, they have to supply him with a Pope mobile to keep your Jadeveon Clowney fresh, dude. So when he's not out on the field, when he's just on the sidelines, he's going to have to go and get in his little Pope mobile thing to keep him fresh, like potpourri. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep him fresh. The Lions and Green Bay should look into Clowney's market and sign him if the price is right to serve as a pivotal piece to the edge rusher rotation. Clowney would pair well with Hutchinson or Parsons and also serve as a nice mentor to the young players on either team's defensive line, such as Moore or Detroit and Denise Sutton for the Packers. We'll see whether Clowney receives an opportunity to play the season. It's a bit shocking that the three-time Pro Bowler is still on the market, being 33 years old and has a very limited set of skills that can be even formatted now that you're going to see him 20% of the game, maybe 20% of the defensive snaps on a heavy usage role. That'd be heavy usage for him. The Lions and Packers stand out as potential suitors for Clowney services, but we'll just have to wait and see how things transpire before camp. And I think that you were probably the same type of person that was like, the Lions need to go re-sign Zadarius Smith, dude. We need Zadarius Smith, dude. We got to go back and re-sign him, dude. Yeah, that's what I think of that. How do we feel? Chat, how we doing about the Jadeveon Clowney linkage to the Detroit Lions, dude? My football's back. Nice. How y'all doing, Mad Hatter Nation? What's up, Sticks? You got a football too? Hell yeah, that's what's up, dude. That's what's up, dude. You have a football. Jeff Ginnard, what's up, dude? Dynamic. Yes, Rick. My thoughts exactly, dude. Calling Al-Qadim Muhammad dynamic, that's like saying that I got a face for TV. We all know I got a face for radio, boys. The article is probably straight AI. Mom, you might be right. I'm actually going to take it a step farther. It's probably gay AI, if I'm being honest. It's probably gay AI, not even straight AI. It sounds like gay AI. You know what I'm saying? Look at, what was the name? Diarrhea Shawarma? Okay. Diarrhea Shawarma. That's how you pronounce that, right? Diarrhea Shawarma. Must be an H1 Habibi. It's an H1 Habibi, and you do subpar work. Oh, I thought we were all supposed to be highly qualified, grossly over-talented individuals taking jobs away from Americans that they possibly cannot fill. I could write a better fucking article than this, dude. Come on now, dude. And I could do it. I could write a better article than this using AI. Look at me. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh. Football's back. Hell yeah, Jeff Ginnard. Alim will be back. Ty will make a leap. We will be stronger. Plus Hutch will be completely back. Jeff, you know what, dude? I think that you are trying to pander directly to my heart, and I'm going to pin that message because you, my friend, are 100% correct, dude. You got to give yourself, Jeff, I'm going to need you to go ahead and give yourself an old POB. Give yourself a pat on the back from me and the rest of Mad Hatter Nation for that solid take right there, brother. That is spitting straight fire. Change your name to Dylon, dude, because you spit straight fire. You spit hot fire. Who are the 3 best rappers alive? Dylon, and Dylon. I spit hot fire. What's up, Kane? How you doing, man? Article translation: here are many reasons why to not get your hopes up in 2026. Yeah, dude, it's just not a great article. You know what I'm saying? It's not a great article. Hope you doing better today, man. Hopefully you're doing a little bit better, dude. The mornings at work haven't been so, like, there's just a lot of nonsense, and I have been wanting to shoot you a message every morning and remind you to drink some fucking water, dude. And I've been dropping the ball the past couple days, dude. And I've been hoping you're getting some fucking hydrate here, dude. Check it out, some little water, dude. Cheers to me, bro. There you go, dude. You got to hydrate, brother. You got to stay hydrated, dude. Yeah, dude. We need you want to have an Alex Jones watch party tomorrow? Well, you know, the thing is, dude, is when I start playing AJ, the algorithm goes, fuck you. You know what I'm saying, dude? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What does it all mean? I tell you, I bought land in Saudi Arabia because I'm an American man and I will go where I want. You know, I'm starting to realize that because Friends is on all the time, doesn't Tucker Carlson kind of look like Chandler Bing? They kind of have that like droopy like jowl neck face. Oh my gosh, I just realized that Tucker Carlson is Mitch McConnell, dude. They have the same facial architecture, dude. Maybe that's why no one's seen Mitch McConnell. They're slowly taking the little lizard man inside of the Mitch McConnell suit, and they're extracting him and placing him inside of the Tucker Carlson suit. And that's why Tucker Carlson is going to start getting into politics. Damn globalist elites trying to eliminate, dude. It's always the globalist. I'm so straight. You're so hydrated. You're pissing straight water. You know, dude. I know what you're going through, bro. You've drank so much water that it's like every time you turn around, you having to piss, and it's just like, I think the valve is broken on my wiener because I'm just peeing so much. No, dude, you're just flushing, brother. Now, after a certain point, you're going to want to maybe scale it back a little bit, maybe reintroduce a little bit more sodium to retain some of that moisture. But, bro, that's a good thing, man. You got to get that water, brother. No, not gay water. Exactly, dude. No, I'm hoping that you were drinking straight water, dude. I don't need you drinking that atrazine water, you know, putting chemicals in the freaking water supply that's turning the freaking frogs gay. Yo, what's up, Raw? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? I'm just gonna tell you, dude. I was hoping maybe they would have some news here for some players that would get you brought in and hyped up, but it's Yahoo. So it's look. Here's the thing, guys. We're going from this Yahoo article to this Yahoo article. And it's kind of like we're slowly working our way through a meal, right? But in the first dish, our national news segment, this dish it was like vanilla pudding, you know, like it's fine, but woo, you know what I'm saying? But you're like, okay, fine. Vanilla pudding is a weird first dish, but let's see what's next. You know what I'm saying? And I bring you over here to this next Yahoo article, and it's like, yeah, I'm really ramping it up. Can I introduce? Would you like some delicious beets? I was sitting on that one all day, dude. As soon as I figured out this article line, I was like, I got to figure out a way to do the callback to some delicious beets. All right, here we go, guys. We'll entertain you with this cat toy. Jiggledy. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. 3 most likely Detroit Lions rookies that could impact the 2026 season. Michael Long has here for us over from Lions Wire. Detroit's 2026 training camp will feature a host of intriguing first-year players, but 3 rookies are trending towards an early impact for the unavoidable blow. It's probably not Kendrick Law, though. I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to spoil it for you guys a little bit. It's probably not the sheriff, dude. Lions Nation should be keeping an eye on these key draft additions as teams shoots, or as the team shoots for another run at the NFC North title. Fuck that. Title's already in the bag. Okay? Super Bowl. 3 words. Super Bowl. What's fucked up is that the literacy rate of Americans is so bad that a lot of people might think that that's actually how it's spelled. First name on the list, offensive tackle Balake Miller, the number 17 overall pick. Balake Miller, out of Clemson, huh? Clemson, who? Clemson. Should be in play for the vacant right tackle spot after Taylor Decker's departure. With 2025 All-Pro Penei Sewell moving to the left side of the line, Miller's exceptional lateral quickness and explosiveness may give him the opportunity to compete for a starting role early on. Miller started more than 50 straight not gay games at Clemson, illustrating his durability and experience, while experts point to issues with leverage and hand usage. Hey now, I don't want to be hearing none of this Terrion Arnold handsy nonsense. Miller's ability could make him the day one starter on Hank Fraley's unit. Although that is a very viable possibility, guys. Although that is a entirely viable possibility. Do not be surprised if Larry Borum is your week 1, week 2, week 3, hell, even up to week 6 starter. We know that the Detroit Lions, now, to be fair, Ratledge proved differently, and Sewell has proven differently. And Hutchinson. Historically, though, the Lions, we don't really run rookies hot and heavy right off the rip unless they have come right out and absolutely squashed any of their competition. Do I think Larry Borum is a competitive player to push Balake Miller? I really do. Brad Holmes wouldn't have gone out after him and signed him knowing we were still taking a tackle in the draft, knowing that the Decker situation was probably going to shake out the way that it was. I don't think Brad Holmes would have gone after him knowing all of that if he didn't have the same confidence in his ability that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've seen a little bit of his highlights in Miami. Career-wise, it hasn't been sexy. The last 8 games in Miami was pretty sexy. Look, what have you done for me lately? Okay? Sometimes guys have a late career resurgence. We could be looking at Larry Borum coming in and playing at a very high level, and fiddlesticks! Balake Miller just has to continue to season himself and develop and learn the game. Fiddlesticks, fellas. Whatever will we do? Number 2 rookie would be the second pick, Derek Moore. Derek Moore, while he wasn't drafted in the first round, former Michigan Wolverine, Derek Moore may have the highest ceiling of the class. Explain. What class? Define what class the Lions draft class? Maybe. But if you're talking the 2026 draft class, you are out of your motherfucking mind, dude. The number 44 overall selection is the edge prospect with notable length and technique. He specializes in targeting opposing quarterbacks with his ability to bull rush rival tackles. The franchise traded up 6 spots to claim Moore, trading the 50 and the 128 to the New York Jets. Moore's knack for generating pressure should net him situational snaps and on clear passing downs. The grooming process of the 6'4", 255-pound pass rusher should begin sooner rather than later as a second-year defensive coordinator Calvin Shepard seeks to address long-term needs in the Lions' front seven. Moore could develop into a force opposite Aiden Hutchinson, giving offenses trouble on both sides of the ball. What a man! It'd really be a shitty situation. It'd be like that offense would be playing like dick because they're surrounded on both sides with balls. I'm just grasping at straws here, fellas. I'm just grasping at straws. Here we go. The third name on the list, my guy. Outside of Blake Miller, I think Keith Abney is like my second most hyped rookie in this class for us, dude. Keith Abney, last season the secondary struggled largely defined Detroit season. Injuries decimated a group that allowed over 3,500 yards passing and 31 scores through the air. Great job. Jiggledy. The Lions ranked in the bottom third of the league in both categories With starters unavailable, the team had to rely on depth, the Legion of Boom. For this reason, 5th-round pick Keith Abney from Arizona State could provide instant viability in the slot. Possessing versatile coverage skills, Abney comes to the Motor City with a long track record of high-level production at the collegiate level. During minicamp, the rookie took snaps with the second-team defense at 2 positions, a testament to how defensive coordinator Kelvin Shepard views the first-year product. For more coverage, follow Lions Wire on X and give their Facebook page a like. Yes, feel free to do that if you want. Again, this is just kind of, you know what, dude? You know what it is, guys? Do you know who Uncle Andy is? Do you know what Uncle Andy is? Let's go ahead and pull up a YouTube real quick here. Uncle Andy. Oh, hell yeah. No. Who the fuck is this guy? This is stupid. This is not who I'm talking about. U of A. Here we go. Yes, dude. This guy.
Manscaping. We can't control the body we're given, but what we can control, we must. Mainly that includes our hair, our nails, our clothes. Women aren't the only ones who have to concern themselves with these matters. So men, man up. If anyone calls you queer or a dandy for thinking about your pattern combinations and donning a tad bit of moisturizer, you let them. You don't want to be Mr. Hairy, Smelly, Long Nail. Clothes. Keep them comfortable, keep them washed, ironed. A girl sees you in a wrinkly shirt, she pictures it on the floor of your bedroom. She pictures the old people from Cocoon. She thinks of her own mortality. She shows you a mole on her back. Does this look benign to you, she asks? You lie and tell her it does. Hair. Big, small, tousled, untousled, doesn't matter. As long as there's no flaky white snow powdering your shoulders, dandruff, it's a fungus, lives on your head, gross, get rid of it. Otherwise, product, a gel, a cream, a leave-in conditioner, keeps frizz down, maintains shape, you'll thank me later. Other hair, on the face. Too hairy and you come off as the Unabomber, woodsy, toast a bagel, you'll find crumbs in there for a week. Too clean and you have to worry about skin care, blemishes, pimples. Instead, keep a nice scruff going at all times. Manage it like a freedom garden. Other hair. The hair down there. Tiny Tim's topiary. The giving tree of Sherwood Forest. The bush around your bushwhacker. Be gentle, be brave, but get to work. Again, not too hairless. The Big Mac needs some poppy seeds, and you don't want to be pubescent, but clearing out the foliage will add
Dog, the
inches to
Big
your
Mac
hymen
needs some
hammer.
poppy
No
seeds.
joke. Give the twins a good buzz while you're down there. Your lady friend will thank you. Still fearful of taking a blade to your blade? Don't blame you. Razors, home wax kits, electric shavers, as great as they may be, Uncle Andy recommends seeking out professional care for this activity. You can never be too careful when it comes to lightning around the thunder stick.
This dude is a character from Weeds, and the whole reason I thought of him was because these 2 articles that we read, he's got a line in one of the episodes of Weeds where he's like, I'm totally fine and content sampling the low-hanging fruit of the world. And Yahoo is just like the low-hanging fruit of sports art writing, dude. It's just so fucking boring, dude. You know what I'm saying? And he's cutting you down to size, Elliot. What's up, American Boxer? I'm going for a 4-mile run, but we'll be listening. Good Lord, man. A 4-mile run? Dude, that's fucking ridiculous, bro. But hey, get after it, dude. Get after it, my guy. Get after it, dude. Oh, come on, Raw. Don't say that about Riley Reef, dude. Don't say that about Riley Reef being 2.0. Oh, not, but one thing I like about Miller is has been said as Blake is coachable and doesn't make the same. Yeah, dude, that is one thing Hank said, is that he doesn't fuck up. Doesn't matter if Americans are literate if all of our textbooks are faking gay. Hey, you know what, Mr. Detroit City? That's a good way to phrase it, dude. That's a good way to phrase it, dude. Don't trust a player whose college coach has been retired for 10-plus years. Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit, dude. No shit. Saying Alim is the center of our defense. Hutch is the benefactor. Dude, Alim is, he is like, and it was evident, dude. If Alim, if and when Alim is on, dude, like he's going to be this year, I'm telling you, Hutch is pushing 20 sacks. Hutch is pushing 20 sacks. 100%. Miller may not probably start. Yeah, I don't see, unless he is just Penny Sewell good and is just undeniably better than Larry Borum. Yeah, we're gonna have, so Blake Borum is gonna be our right tackle all season. It's gonna be Blake Borum. That's what we're gonna end up having, dude. 6 box. He may live long and prosper. Hell yeah, dude. Moore will be our fourth D end in rotation. That's what I think too, Raw. I don't think Derek Moore's gonna get that much run this year. I really don't. I think if you see Moore on the field, it'll be because Hutch is off the field catching his breath. You know what I'm saying? Abney's tape is good. I will need at least a year and a half really working the mix. Yeah, I think so too. I would like the idea of Abney and Enos Rakestraw having this cool story this year and just being these like effectively out of nowhere superstars for the defense, just because I think that'd be a cool story. But the reality is that our starting corners are going to be DJ Reed, McCreary, and Rock Yassin. That's who's going to be holding down the secondary, dude. Those are going to be the guys, dude, because they've been doing it. I do agree with the article we read yesterday. I think Roger McCreary is actually in a fantastic spot. I think Roger McCreary's in a fantastic spot to earn a huge contract, huge by what he got, comparatively. But I think Roger McCreary has a very high ceiling in front of him here in Detroit to come in and crush it in the nickel spot. I think he fits our defense pretty well. And again, Rock Yassin is just he's gonna be good out there, dude. It comes down to them safeties, dude. When and what is going on with the safety position? You know what I mean? Abney's cutting him down. Andy's cutting him down. So like I was saying, Uncle Andy's from Weeds, dude. Weeds, which yeah, I'll admit I watched the shit out of Weeds when it was on, dude. That's an old show. That was back when Showtime was like relevant, dude. Hell, I don't even know that actor's name, dude. So here we go. Let's finish up strong. Alim McNeill shut out from the top 10 defensive tackle votes by NFL execs. What do we have here from the Pride of Detroit? The Lions have been well represented thus far in ESPN's ongoing series of the best players in the NFL. League execs, coaches, and scouts have ranked the top 10 players at running back, corner, edge rusher so far, and a couple of Lions players have been earned top 10 or top 5 recognition, with Gibbs placed second among running backs. That's rude. And Aiden Hutchinson finishing 5th among edge defenders. Also rude. On Thursday morning, the worldwide leader in sports dropped their 4th installment in the series, ranking big men in the middle. The top names on the list included likes of Leonard Williams, Jeffrey Simmons, Jalen Carter, and Chris Jones, all familiar names, who've been part of the rankings in previous years. Quinnen Williams, Dexter Lawrence II, and Derek Brown all returned as part of the top 10 rankings too. But for yet another season, Detroit's Alim McNeill was nowhere to be found. Well, it's not fair. For him to have been in the top 10 in the offseason of last year would have been a gross miscarriage of justice because he was injured. You can't. So this line's a little, but yet for another season. Go fuck yourself, dude. That's bullshit, dude. That's bullshit. Not in the top 10, not among honorable mentions, not even in the also receiving votes section. It's not surprising to see McNeill omitted from the list this offseason after recovering from an ACL injury suffered in December of 24. He was limited to 10 games last year where he recorded just 1 sack, a forced fumble, and 3 quarterback hits, along with 23 pressures, all of which were career lows since his rookie season. But digging into the rankings from years past as a memory refresher, McNeill only appeared once in the received votes section, and that would be last year in 2025. Like I said, that's weird. It doesn't make sense. He was shut out of the offseason in 2024 after his breakout season, where he became the Lions' first defensive tackle since Ndamukong Suh to record 5 sacks, and couldn't crack the honorable mentions list in 2025 after he signed a 4-year, $97 million contract extension midseason. McNeill is currently the league's 8th highest paid defensive tackle, and while Dan Campbell has mentioned that Mac doesn't have to be the Superman along Detroit's defensive line, Campbell and Brad Holmes know he has the ability. So do we, dude. Holmes chose to make Aiden Hutchinson and McNeill his cornerstones along the defensive line, and since then, only the former has made a consistently productive impact. An offseason of strength training instead of rehabbing from an ACL injury should make all the difference for McNeill to be prepared and have the breakout season. 2026 is shaping up to be the most important season of McNeill's career, and maybe it will be the year he finally earns the attention and adulation from those around the league. Let's go. 10 sacks. 10 sacks. Yeah. 10 sacks out of McNeill this year, dude. Let's go. How do we feel about that, guys? How do we feel about that, chat? How are we feeling? Brad's got downs. That's right. Weeds is on back when I was too poor to afford cable. Me too, dude. Actually, I watched Weeds. So I watched all of Weeds, all of Spartacus, all of Dexter, renting them on DVD from the Family Video, dude. That's how I watched them back in the day, bro. Like, I rented them fuckers on DVD, dude. What's up, Snake? How you doing, man? I was in heavy on the first 5 seasons of Weeds. Then I thought it got a bit off the rails. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly. But that's kind of the thing with shows, dude, and why shows like Breaking Bad were so good and Better Call Saul. They didn't overstay their welcome. You know what I mean? They didn't jump the shark, right? They got up to that point, and then they was like, we're done. And they wrapped it up nicely. Shows had a problem with, and still do, of overstaying their welcome. And then what happens? Characters always end up flanderized. It ends up fucking horrible, and it's just a waste of time. And it sours the memory of the show, because to that point, I was heavy on it, but then it fell off. You know what I mean? It's like you hate it when shows, but then it fell off. You know, you never want to be a show that then fell off. We can't count our interceptions and sacks before they hatch. We can't count our sacks before they hutch, you mean. Oh, wow, Billy, I'm on a roll. O-line know about Alim. Yes, they do. He's not flying under the radar. Agreed, dude. We can count our sacks. They're playing the Saints. Fair. Smoke the Weeds, 100%, dude. I also watch Weeds on DVD and Netflix through my mail days, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Back when DVDs were a thing, dude. Back when you owned physical media, dude. Well, let's pull up our poll for tomorrow. Guys, remember, tomorrow night is Friday night. And it's Friday night of the off season, so it will be, dude, I should get like a recliner in the office so that on Friday nights I can just like sit in a recliner and just prop my feet up and just, you know, pound brews with you guys and just have a watch party, because that's all we're going to do. I put a poll up here, guys, for you. Happy hour watch party tonight. Just kind of throwing out some ideas, you know, seeing who you guys like. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm hoping that this isn't a reflection of how you guys feel about these content creators. Because for Brett Coleman to only get 9% of the vote, I mean, guys, do you guys not like Brett Coleman? I like Brett Coleman. But looks like the chat has spoken, and I have to be honest, I'm not mad about it, dude. Looks like tomorrow we're gonna be going with a Tub Frog video, you guys. Let's go peruse Tub Frog. Let's go see what Tub Frog's got up for us, huh? Let's see what Tub Frog, if he's got anything new. Let's go check out my guy Tub Frog. He's got to have something good. This dude makes content good. I watched any dude. Yo. We got plenty to pick from, dude. What do you guys want to watch, huh? What do you want to watch tomorrow night? I'm going to be honest. This might be a little too long. This is probably a little too long. This might be a good one right here. The first versus best pick from every NFL draft since 2010. Woo! That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. We could watch how the hell did the 49ers not win a Super Bowl. That'll be a good one too, dude. The entire history of the NFL. That's 3.5 hours. That's too damn long, dude. Ooh, we could go with the $230 million mistake that killed an NFL franchise. That's a little short. That'd be pretty good. The weirdest NFL season. We got a lot to pick from, dude. Yeah, we'll go with the Tub Frog video. How do you guys feel about that? So it's Mike, dude, Mr. Detroit City. I'm actually listening to that while I'm at work. Right, like today, I was just listening to that. Actually, I was just listening to the Mike Rowe Sean Ryan interview. That's wild as hell. I was literally just listening to that, dude. That's awesome, bro. It was good. Mike Rowe is awesome, dude. Mike Rowe is awesome. The Walking Dead shouldn't have overstayed its welcome, and the creator, dude. The Walking Dead way overstayed its welcome. Watched every episode of every season of Dexter once I got with my girlfriend. Hey, did you like it, American Boxer, dude? Yo, it was good. I watched Bussin' with the Boys, Theo Von, David Spade's movie they made with their own money. Libs Can't Cancel Comedy. Hell yeah, dude. I think I seen that posted up somewhere. Mike is the man. Hell yeah, he is, dude. 100%. Mike Rowe's the shit, dude. Yeah, American Boxer, did you like Dexter, dude? It was a good shit, huh? I would love to watch Hat read creepypastas or criminal manifestos. Kane, you mean you want to listen to me struggle to read big words? You want to listen to my dumbass try and phonetically read big words? Guess who voted for Brett too? Yep, this guy. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I like Brett Coleman. I think he's wildly successful or wildly talented content creator. I like these guys, dude. All these guys I listed. You guys know I also like football analysis or football analytics. Can't remember, but he's a good content creator too. What do you guys think? I think we should do the first versus best pick tomorrow. I think that'll be the route to go, guys. I think that'll be a good one. You know, kind of bookend the off season, or maybe the Niners. I don't know. Maybe we'll put the poll up tomorrow. And we'll just kind of yuck it up and let the poll decide or something like that, dude. I don't know. Tomorrow's that day. Tomorrow's the day for that, dude. You know what I'm saying? I know it's creepypasta. It's very manageable. Oh, all right. That's fair. If it's easy to read, then maybe we can dive into the Alien Portal Miami incident that happened a few years ago. That definitely throw my algorithm off. That's for sure. Gentlemen, that's going to be it for today. There was a shorter show, but it's the off season. It is what it is. Get yourselves ready for tomorrow night's program. Obviously, we're going to be doing a little watch party. We're going to be watching a little Tub Frog and figure out what's going on, cracking a couple sodas with you guys while we unwind after this up and down week and get one step closer to the start of training camps. Finally, the Big 2-6 will be kicking off, guys. Big things happening for the Detroit Lions and the Big 2-6. Knock on wood if you're with me. Hit the like button if you agree. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and turn that notification bell on so you can be notified every single time we go live Monday through Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here at YouTube, Rumble. And I see you over there, Kick, chugging along. Kickery-dickery-doo. I've been Hat and Beard. I've been James with the Hat and Beard Show. You've been an attentive audience. Until tomorrow, bonga bonga. Frig off.